Hello YouTube, I'm Tyler and welcome back to another Fish La Moto video. This is my 2001 ZX6R J2 Kawasaki Ninja, my pride and joy. And today, I've got some fresh oil for it and a new oil filter. It's a really easy job to do, even you can do it yourself at home. And if you want to know how, keep watching this video. First thing to do before we even touch the bike with any tools is to start it up and let it run for 5 minutes. Let the engine get warm and let the oil get warm and runny. That way it makes our life a little bit easier when it comes to draining it. After it's been running for a couple of minutes and it's nice and warm, you want to turn it off, make sure it's on flat, level, even ground and get these lower fairings off. That way we can get to the oil filter and the sump plug. Now I've got the lower fairings off, I've got easy access to the oil filter what's right here and the sump oil drain bolt which is down here. Before undoing that bolt, which is a 17mm on a 2001 ZX6R, you want to get yourself a tray or something to catch the old oil. Once you've got your tray or container underneath, go ahead, crack the nut and undo it, but be careful as the oil may still be warm. When the sump's empty, use some thinners and a rag and give it a wipe to get rid of any excess oil. Then return the sump bolt and make sure you use a fresh crush washer. To remove the oil filter, I'm using a oil filter chain tool to loosen it. Then the oil filter easily unscrews by hand. This is the new replacement oil filter. It's a high flow one. Take it out. You can see it's got a rubber O-ring. You want to make sure that's not still on the bike from the old one. They do come greased, but I always find it's just best to get a little bit of oil on your finger and run it round. And then that way it don't get stuck, it don't grip, and it just goes on how it should. When it comes to putting the new oil filter back on, you just want to give it a wipe where the old one was, and then simply screw it back on. And you only need to do it up hand tight. That will do. Just want to give everything a quick wipe over one last time. And now it's time to fill it up with some oil. The Kawasaki engineers have been really helpful on this bike and actually put a little label down here telling you how much oil you need to put in, whether it's just an oil replacement, oil and filter, or completely dry. We want an oil and filter removed, so that means we need 3.6 litres. The oil I'm using today is the Multo and it's 10W40. If you're not too sure what oil your bike takes, check your owner's manual, as it should be in there. Judging by the levels, I'd say that's about 3.6 litres roughly we've put in. You can also check it on the window down here, as you have two levels. As you can see, the oil is on the low side of that, but as we've still got to crank the engine over and put oil through the system, I'd say that's a bit low, so we're going to add a little bit more. There we go. The oil level is up to the top bar now. Give the area a wipe with a rag to get rid of any excess oil, what drips out. And then put the oil filler cap back on. Now we've changed the oil filter and replaced the oil, it's time to put the fairings back on. Once we've done that, going to crank the bike over a few times, double check the oil level, and then make sure it's all good by taking it out for a... Now the bike's back together, just got to start it up, let it run for a couple of minutes, and then check the oil level again on some flat level ground, make sure it's got the right amount in, and then I should be good to go for a ride.
A few moments later.
I let the bike run for a couple of minutes to let the oil circulate, and then I checked the levels again and it needed a little bit more oil, so I've given it a top up and it's now good to go. And that's it. Now you know how to change an oil filter and do an oil change on a 2001 ZX6R J2, or any other bike for that matter, as the principle is the same. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, make sure to give it a big like and a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos like this coming soon. Until then, see you next time.